Both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are fine-tuning their tactics before their highly anticipated US presidential debate, one that experts say could sway the outcome of November's election. The high-stakes face-off is taking place in the city of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania, one of several battleground states that both the Democrats or Republicans are targeting in their campaigning. In the national polls, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are effectively tied heading into the final weeks before the poll. Mr Trump is up by 1 percentage point at 48 to 47% in the latest New York Times and Siena College poll, well within the survey's 3-point margin of error.
We saw the June Atlanta debate, the impact that these presidential debates can have in a race, but right now, clearly we have the two candidates, and this debate is occurring at a time when people are just finishing up the summer, tuning in to the race post-Labor Day, making very important decisions, and this is kind of the first time they'll get to see both candidates on the stage together.
After an assassination attempt and an enthusiastic Republican convention, the Trump campaign has struggled to maintain momentum since. US President Joe Biden decided to withdraw from the race, and Kamala Harris moved to the top of the Democratic ticket. Now, she hit the ground running, but has limited her unscripted appearances and interviews with the media. Many voters say they want to see where she stands on key policies.
I'm just really excited to hear what Kamala Harris has to say. I'm very excited to vote for her. And one of the biggest things I'll just be looking to hear from her is what just sort of like what she's going to do about what's going on in Gaza.
I'm interested to hear what both individuals have to say. I haven't swayed who I'm going to vote for, but I still want to hear what all parties have to say, though.
I think this is very exciting and nerve-wracking, and there's a lot of tension in this country, so I just can't wait for this debate to help American citizens decide on who to vote for.
Final preparations are underway at the National Constitution Centre for the 90-minute debate, which will have 2 commercial breaks. During the encounter, Donald Trump will be on the left of the screen, Kamala Harris on the right side podium. Props will be banned, and each candidate will have 2 minutes to answer each question, with a 2-minute rebuttal and an extra minute for a follow-up. There will be no audience, and microphones will be muted when the other candidate is speaking.
The obvious matchup is convicted felon and experienced prosecutor, and I think that's kind of the drama we'll see. In many ways, when we watch politics, we're watching theater. We make sense of the world through theater, through stories. And this is a familiar story, and I think we're setting that up. I think Vice President Harris is teeing up that story, and I think we'll see how that story plays out, and it will look like a courtroom drama.
She doesn't want to debate. She's not a good debater. She's not a smart person. She doesn't want to debate.
As the saying goes, if you got something to say, say it to my face.
Ms Harris and her debate team are preparing for an expected barrage of verbal attacks from Mr Trump. It's been reported she has spoken with Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, who have both faced a Republican candidate on the debate stage. Analysts say voters know where Donald Trump stands, but he'll likely face pressure to restrain himself.
I think it's going to be a test for Kamala Harris. How is she going to handle the insults? How is she going to handle the bullying from Donald Trump? And I think that both candidates are going to try to get under the skin of the others. I think that Trump is going to try to make Kamala angry or less joyful to interrupt her vibes. And of course, Kamala Harris is being urged to let Trump be Trump. How do you play upon his insecurities to have him have one of those moments that is going to be persuasive to the very, very small number of undecided voters that we have?